Hi, and welcome to your weekly energy forecast. Just turn this down a little bit. How are you doing today? Please let me know in the comments if you're here. Say hello, see what's going on. We have one of our lovely October rainy days over here in Northeast Pennsylvania. And if you're new, hi, I'm intuitive medium Marisa Liza Pell, and I'm here weekly going over the weekly energy forecast and as well as monthly, going over the monthly energy forecast and all the key dates during your month, which are the best times to take action in your career, relationships, health, relocation, all of those things. So, just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm on Instagram, Marisa Liza Pell. If you are not on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube right now, subscribe on YouTube. That way, you're going to get an email every time I'm going live so that you could come on here and interact with me live. If you're on YouTube, like me on Facebook, that's where most of our community is. And if you didn't get to see my October 2022 monthly energy forecast, head over to YouTube and make sure that you watch the recording so that you can see what's going on up until November 15th, because I go from the 15th of one month to the 15th of the next month. And the theme of this month is the wooden bridge of uncertainty. So make sure that you go and check that out. Interestingly enough, I was just scrolling on the internet yesterday, and it just seems like people who are in this business, in this field, sometimes get a lot of that collective information, which is similar. And I saw somebody wrote a blog about the wooden bridge, and it's about the same thing. And I'm like, oh my God, people are definitely tuning into this universal consciousness. So it's kind of interesting, I think, anyway. So make sure that you go to YouTube. You'll see the October 2022 monthly energy forecast. And if you want to get this in your inbox every month exclusively just for my subscribers, it's delivered to you once a month. You don't miss it. Just get on my email list via the link in the video. So wanted to say hi to people today. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. Darlene, good to see you. Hi, how are you? Yes, I really need to come and eat at the Bell Italian Eatery and Pizzeria. Luana, I miss your food. And anybody who's in Jersey, go there. It's on Main Street. Amazing, amazing Italian food. So what's really cool about today, let me turn this down, is I am doing something I usually don't do because it's a rainy day. And I'm like, you know what? People need motivation. They need something fun because it's the energy is kind of really off. And I can't wait to talk to you about the energy because it's so interesting what's happening. So if you ever took my quiz, what's your intuitive superpower? If you didn't, that's okay. You can take it anyway. It's free. The link is in the video. Also, I am doing a special rainy day, 1-day sale. It ends tomorrow, 3:00. And if you have always, I know you've heard about my intuitive development courses. If you've taken the quiz, some of you have gotten the 101 mini course. And some of you may are already students. I'm not sure in one or the other, but I'm offering the bundle today, which is you're getting the 101 course for free, which is $100 value already. And I'm doing the bundle of our level 1 course, which includes live calls with me in our community forum once a month. And you get to do those and ask questions about your intuition. And you're getting the 101 course free. And you're also getting $200 off of the bundle. So if you would like to start, if you're like a highly sensitive individual and you might come from a background, any highly sensitive spirit is usually intuitively gifted. And if that's you, usually you might have come from a sensitive, energetic background where there may have been trauma in the background, right? With separation, divorce, alcoholism, whatever it might be. And usually people who have the background when their early energy environment was disrupted, you have had to learn how to mitigate, play laser tag with energy, not be grounded with your energy, and to protect your energy at a very, very, very young age. And so what happened is you developed intuitive talents more so than other people. So that's why most of the famous psychics, mediums out there, people who do really well, the people who are very gifted, come from a background where they are now in adulthood, highly sensitive individuals. So my program actually is tailored to looking at your early energy environment, why you're drained by certain things and not others, how to protect your energy, and it will give you those steps and tools to those intuitive quick wins. As early as our second module, you'll watch a little course and you'll have a tracking system to track your intuition so that you can get validation and confirmation right away. People love it. Actually, they're like, wow, I just got in the 101 course and already I'm getting intuitive quick wins and seeing how my intuition works, and also getting validation and confirmation that what I'm seeing, hearing, feeling that I've felt my whole life is actually real and true. So if you're looking to help regulate and ground your nervous system, which is so important for highly sensitive people, I'm the only one in this industry who combines intuitive development and work for your nervous system and helping to ground and balance your energy. Because if you're highly sensitive, normally you're just disconnected and you might just be out of your body constantly, working a lot, feeling the pressure to do all the time, getting those scattered thoughts, not trusting your intuition. So it's very important that you have the skill set to actually, first of all, track and document your intuition, know what type of intuitive you are, and understand how your early energy environment has contributed to how your energy is kind of blocked today and not flowing, and you're not attracting those people, situations, career opportunities that you would like to. So today, and only today, for the next 24 hours, I will put the link here in the chat. You can get the bundle. And if you already bought the after the quiz, there was like 60% off. You can get the first course for like 60% off. You're still getting $200 off on this bundle. So you're getting that course for free. So even if you did buy the $37 discount, you're still getting this $200 discount on the bundle. So I am going to put that into here right now. And I look forward to seeing some of you, if not all of you, on here on the live calls. You get 6 of those if you get the bundle over the next 24 hours. So I'm going to put that link in the description. If you have any questions about the intuitive development course, and I know some of you on here have taken my course like 15 years ago. This is completely different if you want to join us. So the weekly energy forecast, let's get in that today. Interestingly enough, we're in eclipse season. Okay. So that means that today, well, yesterday you were getting prepared for it. Okay. Yesterday you were getting prepared to start closing some doors. This is really interesting because these are like kind of like the energies of things that have been hanging on over the last year, things that were kind of in your energy field where you were like, do I let this go or do I stay with it? So these are the things in your life that weren't like, okay, these things are causing me toxic problems. I have to get rid of them immediately. I can't get out. These aren't situations like that. These are situations with your career, maybe relationships, maybe friendships, anything like that, or even things that you purchase like subscriptions or maybe your Comcast versus Verizon account. I don't know. It's just these things over the past year that haven't been quite exactly what you wanted, haven't been quite working for you the way you needed them to. And we're slightly annoying. Okay. Like things that were just like, this kind of fits me, but it kind of fits like it's working a little bit, but it's like a square peg in a round hole. Well, what's interesting is that we're coming into a period of healthy endings. So you are pruning your tree today. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have closed some doors already. And these aren't like highly emotionally um like charged things. Okay, so these aren't breakups, these aren't separations, these aren't divorces, these aren't like big job losses. These are things that during the past year you're like, I really like these things. These things have a lot of benefits to me, but in some ways they're not working, and maybe opportunities you were going toward, different things. And you might have gotten those confirmations yesterday and today that doors are starting to close, but you're going to start to experience this in a healthy way, like where people are like nicely being like, "Hey, this situation isn't working. Um, maybe it's time for you to go somewhere else." But you've been thinking these are situations that aren't new. These aren't surprises. These aren't things that just pop out of the blue. These are things that wouldn't be a surprise to you if these doors closed, and you might actually be closing some of those doors. So I want you to think about tailoring down, if you know what that phrase means, tailoring down the things that are just not making sense. This the doors will be closed for you, so it's not like you have to like force this. Um, you might be following up with opportunities, maybe to even like connect with people or collaborate with people, that kind of thing. And you might be like, oh, getting emails back, like maybe it's just not the right fit, that kind of thing. Things are going to be falling away that aren't in line with where you're going, but that's going to be opening up new doors for new opportunities. And the thing is that I don't feel like these things are very sad, like that are going away. But doors are closing, and you're going to start seeing at least 3 doors, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, close. And like I said, I don't feel a lot of emotional connection to them, but I just feel like maybe you're a little bummed. Maybe you're like put a lot of time and effort into something and it's just not really connecting or working. But there were aspects of these things that have really worked in the past. So if I were to venture to guess, it's going to be things that are connected to systems you're paying for, services you're paying for, um, mentoring, maybe partnerships, career opportunities, maybe pitching yourself to someone else to partner with, or pitching yourself, for a new job opportunity, those kind of things. But this is something that you've been trying to, I don't know, I'll just give you an example. For me, like there's a lot of tech systems I use in, you know, stuff that I do. And so I've been using this one tech system for maybe the last 3 years. And it's an annual fee, and I, pay annually to use this. And since I started using it, like from the beginning, I was like, this is kind of clunky. I don't like the interface, but it's what everybody uses. And I kind of didn't have any other options at that point, but I've always been slightly frustrated and annoyed by it. And it's hasn't really been like, I haven't ever really been excited about it, but I needed to use it. And so I came to the opportunity like over the last couple of days where I'm sitting there thinking, I'm at max capacity with this technology, and I'm gonna go ask customer service because I had to go buy something additionally, to because something wasn't working with what they offered. And you know, the truth presents itself. So at that point, they're like, weren't able to really accommodate me. But it's about putting your needs in front of them and being like, okay, what is this situation? Is this going to level up with me? Or is this kind of going to be like a situation which it's just not working anymore? So they weren't able to offer me a solution, but I knew where I was going to go if that solution didn't work. And it was kind of like I had a call with them, that kind of thing. And they even said, like, yeah, like this may not be working, but it's kind of like maybe it will. So it's kind of like you're putting yourself out there for the exact partnerships, opportunities, and even relationships like what you're looking for. And if they're not in line, I feel like it's the first time in your life. And I know highly sensitive people and people who are intuitive, highly sensitive individuals have a tough time with endings. But this is eclipse season, so it's actually helping you close those doors. Those doors are like, you don't have a choice but to put your needs in front of the situation. Um, you may be opening new doors, but doors will be closing. So, as many new doors as you open, you might have an equal amount of closed doors. Okay. So, if this is resonating with you, please put it in the comments. If you have a question about what I'm talking about, even if you're watching this on the replay, please put it in the comments. But this is the first time I'm feeling this in this season because we had all those planets in retrograde the last couple months. And this is the first time I'm seeing like not crazy separations, relationship issues, all that stuff where there's those big separations, those big emotional upheavals. This seems like it's kind of like you're cleaning out your closet. And while you really liked those pair of sweatpants that you've had for 21 years that had the hole in it because they were so comfortable, it's like, I just got to let them go. Right. Because I want to get 7 more pairs of sweatpants that are comfortable. You know what I mean? So, like I said, these are situations that are going to bum you out because maybe you spent time with these things, or for me, this technology, whatever it is. But these things, it's almost like an acceptance, and it's a sign of your growth, and it's a lesson in healthy endings, which for those that I teach in the intuitive development programs, I'm really tailor my work now to people that do have that background as a highly sensitive person, as a highly sensitive individual who had those early energy environment disturbances, I call them. I don't like to always say trauma because people think it has to be some sort of like big, huge, traumatic thing. But no, it could have been like, hey, you were left alone as a kid for a long time and you had to take care of the younger kids and you had to be an adult when you really needed to be a kid because your parents were working all the time. That disrupts your early energy environment. You know, that makes you have to look at energy in an entirely different way when you're a child. So, yes, while you can have a history of trauma that is a lot more severe, these smaller disruptions in your energy field when you were younger will play out as patterns in your energy field as you get older. And then you're wondering, like, why am I playing out these patterns? So, this is kind of a first step. What we're talking about now, these doors closing in a very healthy way. So you can see that you can still move away from things and end things in a healthy way and feel that energy of that healthy ending. Because there will be 3 for each of you, small or large. Sometimes they may be subconscious, sometimes they may be within you. It doesn't have to be like an outward obvious thing, but I want you to look for them, jot them down, look at the patterns, and look at how it really feels to feel like you're having a healthy ending. Because most of us, highly sensitive, intuitive individuals, are always clinging on to the past, or it's kind of like that comment of, that phrase of let go or be dragged, like keeping your claws in as you're being dragged away. It's like we don't let go very easily because our early energy environment didn't have that stability, didn't have that safety, didn't have that foundation. So we kind of hold on to things a lot longer than most people. If you combine the highly sensitive individual and the intuitive development talent, we're holding on to a lot of things, not just physically, but energetically, emotionally, spiritually, all that kind of stuff. So that's what's going on for this week. And it started yesterday and it's going into tomorrow. So I wanted to give you guys an ample opportunity. I wanted to offer this 24-hour 1-day sale. If you were thinking of, you've heard about my intuitive development courses, there's the 101 mini course. There's level 1, which is Ignite, which is igniting those abilities and going deeper into your actual gift, because there are 4 different types of gifts you can have and how it connects to your career and your passion. You might find out you're completely a different person than you thought you were. And it talks about how our early energy environments shape why we're drained and why we play out these patterns in relationships and in careers and in friendships. And then level 2, which you have to be kind of invited to, because we actually do a lot of live work in level 2 once you finish levels 101 and 1, which are required to go into levels 2 and 3. But level 2 is the build level where we actually do intuitive development practice, because you have to learn how the intuitive modality functions before we actually build the skills. So then we go into the live labs in level 2, and we do a lot of different things, from photo reading to perception experience to learning how to channel, all sorts of stuff like that. And then level 3 is our nervous system um, module, where you learn how to balance and ground your nervous system and come home to your body. So if you plug those two things in, your nervous system being regulated, that means no more scattered thinking. You're completely at home in your body. You're completely clear. You're completely calm, and you now trust yourself. Plus those intuitive development skills, manifesting is a no-brainer. So yeah, so that's the whole trajectory. But if you want to get started, you can get the bundle today for $200 off for the next 24 hours. And it's a really good deal. And I don't do this often at all. So I'm going to put the link again in the comments, and it'll be in the video description. And I hope to see some of you there. Our live calls for level 1, which you'll get access to the community, and you'll get support in the community, intuitive stories, inspirations, and you'll get on our live calls once a month. You get 6 of those in your bundle, and you get to ask me anything about the program, anything about your intuition, and it's with any students who want to come on and jump on that live call. So the live calls are a lot of fun. They're like this, but it's a Zoom call with whatever students want to come on, and we do learn a lot from each other. So I'm looking forward to seeing those of you who are on the stream today. Looking forward to having you as new students. And if not, I look forward to seeing you next week for our weekly energy forecast and the lounge on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. And again, if you'd like to take advantage of my rainy day 1-day sale to jump into the intuitive development bundle, you can do that in the description below. And if you already got 101, this is still a much bigger deal. You get the bundle, you get that 101 course essentially free with this bundle. So for anybody, this is a great deal. All right. Well, I look forward to hearing your comments in the comments section about what I talked about for this week's energy. And I'd be happy once the replay is up. If you're watching this on the replay, this is live right now. But if you're watching this on the replay, I will be going into the comments. And if you have any questions, let me know. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you on the lounge on Friday. See you then.